Hi, I'm Roy, and this is Anna, and thank you so much for worshiping with us this morning here at First Church. If you're watching live, go ahead and leave a comment on YouTube or Facebook, and if you're watching later, you can do the same thing, because we'll find it later and we'll comment with you.
They can rewatch it.
Yeah, watch it 5 times.
Please
it counts.
watch it 5 times. Refresh your browser every time.
Like, comment, share. Those are the things we love for people to do.
Yeah.
This weekend, last weekend, I was not at church because I was at the F1 race in Austin, which is where I got this beautiful sunburn.
Weird flex, but okay.
I'm
just kidding. A lot of people would like
saying that so that I can say that I wasn't at the Fall Festival last week.
Yes, and you know who was at the Fall Festival?
You.
Me.
So tell me how it went.
Well, we had a great day at the Fall Festival. Last Sunday, it was just the most perfect weather outside to also be inside. Because, once you're in the sun for a while in a Halloween costume,
you're like
not having a good time. And if
Halloween costumes are made for the evening.
Yes.
Or indoors during the day.
And if I'm a young adult and not having a good time in a Halloween costume, you can't convince me anyone under 8 is having a good time in a Halloween costume.
What were you dressed as?
I was a leopard.
A leopard?
Yeah, like a Cheeto leopard.
Okay.
Girly.
Those are different things, but sure.
They both have spots. I can't think of the spots off the top of my head. That's why I hesitated, was am I answering with the correct answer? I don't know. Anyway, the Fall Festival is an annual event that we get to do where we get to bring all of the families together. First Kids is really cool because it covers infants through 4th grade. Mm-hmm. But on Sunday mornings, not all of those families get to be together. And so this is really a festive event for the year where all of those kids, we had little baby Mike Wazowskis and baby carriers.
Oh, that's
and
adorable.
We had 4th graders in banana costumes. Mm-hmm. We covered the gambit, and they come and they get to hang out, and we had bounce houses.
Did you get in the bounce house?
No. It looked like too much for me. There was one with a rock climbing thing, and I'm not committed to that. But those kids were just rolling up there and then sliding in the bottom. There was also a maze one, and I didn't see the kids for at least 30 seconds. They just pop out at the other side. It's terrifying.
I don't need children popping out from places.
From 2 people that have no intentions of having kids anytime soon. It's kind of whoa.
Oh, that one's not mine.
Where did this dinosaur come from? Our dogs, we know where they are.
Do I have to take this home now?
So anyway, the bounce houses were a big hit. And then downstairs, different Sunday school classes had sponsored different games. So somebody had sponsored a candy walk. They had full-size candy bars.
Nice.
The kids didn't act like that was a big deal.
For adults, yeah.
Growing up, if the house had a full-size candy bar, we were going to try to go twice.
Oh yeah. Did they have any dark chocolate though? Or was it all milk chocolate?
Probably milk chocolate since it was for kids, Roy. But if you came to my house trick-or-treating, I would have a dark chocolate bar.
My child will have a refined chocolate palate.
I just rolled my eyes so hard I didn't think they were going to come back from that. So, candy walk.
What was your favorite classroom activity? The candy walk?
The candy walk was a lot of fun. One classroom had, they call it bowling. They had bowling. They had cornhole toss. They had a toilet paper toss thing. Okay. Now I'm not describing that correctly.
Sounds they did potty training for their...
I'm so sorry.
For their activity. What was your least favorite?
I don't have a least favorite.
There you go.
We don't play least favorites here. Everybody gave their all, and that's all that matters. But they were great costumes. They were What
was your favorite costume?
Oh gosh. The Mike Wazowski was so cute in a baby carrier, but he was his mother obviously picked that for him. We had a lot of Taylor Swifts, at least 2 to 3.
Okay.
That was pretty good. There was a dinosaur that was you could tell the little claws were too big, so it was pretty cute because they were flopping.
Are you just saying that because that's Dexter's kid and he's standing behind the camera?
Maybe. He makes me look good. So if I can make his family look good.
Dexter, your children were the best dressed and costumed and behaved. Hopefully he'll do a good edit for me.
And then to kind of wrap it up, the youth, which I love this about them, they helped do an indoor trunk or treat. So they had tables that were different themes. We had Under the Sea. We had Christmas. We had Mario Brothers. We had
Christmas
Candyland.
for Halloween?
Yeah.
What do they come up with next?
So anyway, Fall Festival was great last Sunday.
How much candy do you have?
I have 0 candy. That's okay. I wanted more for the kids.
How much candy did you get for me?
I have 0 candy.
What else happened on Sunday besides?
Yeah, let's move
Fall
on from this. Commitment Sunday was last Sunday.
Do you feel like properly committed?
I feel properly committed. Do you?
Put a ring on it.
You weren't even here. You have commitment issues.
I don't. Yeah, I was so afraid of commitment that I left. What did we do at Commitment Sunday?
So, Commitment Sunday was really lovely. We had great music from the youth bell choir. They really, like, if you have not watched it back, it's on our YouTube, both pieces. They're wonderful. They always do a great job. And then the choir sang a wonderful anthem. Mitchell's sermon was so good, just like really driving home like the need to pledge and like why to pledge and that kind of thing. And then we had a time of prayer and discernment, and like it was so cool to watch people come up and place their pledge cards in the basket, really committing themselves to FirstChurch for the next year. So if you weren't able to be here,
Like
I know
me.
somebody like that.
Yeah.
You can still mail in a pledge card.
Oh, thank goodness.
If you love mailing, or you can go to firstchurchdallas.org/give, and you can pledge online still. We're gonna keep that bad boy open for a while and see. If people would like the opportunity to pledge, but they couldn't really get it together by October 20th, it's not too late.
I always forget. I'm a forgetful person.
That's okay. I'll remind you right now, probably in an email soon, and then I'll come by your office.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
I really appreciate that.
Anytime.
So the Fall Festival was kids related. What else do we have coming up?
It was actually sponsored by First Kids and the DLC, our preschool, which is the Developmental Learning Center. They also have another co-sponsored event coming up on December 7th. We're having we've had parents' night out. You and I are like, that's every night for us.
Yeah.
But this parents' day out.
Oh, mixing it up.
It's from 9 a.m. to 3 on December 7th. We encourage you to bring your kids infant through 4th grade.
Okay.
And go Christmas shopping.
Yeah, that's a perfect time to do that.
Perfect time. Go Christmas shopping, wrap their gifts, do whatever you need to do. They'll be here. I've heard it's like kind of Polar Express themed, so probably watching a movie, drinking some hot chocolate. It'll be great. It's $70 per kid, but I mean, I don't pay for babysitting. That feels like a very reasonable price for half a day.
With a meal too.
Yes.
And while you're out, get us some gifts.
I did not say that. I did not say that.
Why not?
I'm not going to say no.
Why not? Okay, what's coming up after?
So after Parents' Day Out is kind of like First Kids event of the year. It's called Children at the Manger. If you've been, some people call it Chaos at the Manger. I love it so much. It's at 11 a.m. on Christmas Eve. And we need all kinds of roles to be filled. I know that there will be a sign up that goes out. So if you're on Leah's family's list, then you'll get this sign up. But it's so cute, Roy. It's your first one.
Yeah, I started January 1.
He doesn't know about the camels.
I don't know, and I'm afraid.
This is great. There's going to be camels. There's going to be donkeys. There's going to be, I think there's goats and cows, and there's going to be Mary, Joseph, and Jesus, and wise men, and angels, and it's going to be a good time. So families, make sure you keep an eye out for that sign up coming out so that you can get your kid registered to be a part of Children at the Manger.
What's your favorite? If you could be one part of Children at the Manger, one character.
Oh, I really like the Shining Star.
Oh.
You don't know about the Shining Star either.
I don't know.
This is the best day ever. And this is not the best day ever. This will be the second best day ever because watching Roy at Children at the Manger will be the best day ever.
They're going to be the same day.
No, we're talking about this now. You're just
this right now is the
second day.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Second best day. But like my first Children at the Manger here, the camels came out and I went. It was amazing.
They real camels?
Hey, you'll never know. Well, you will know. On December 24th at 11 a.m.
I'm nervous. My character that I would be, thank you for asking, would be an angel because it wouldn't take any acting at all.
No.
I'd just be myself.
You just have to let your wings out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Obviously.
Early voting.
Yes.
started last Monday, so we've had a week of it now.
I haven't voted yet. I need to do that. But you know what I'm going to do, which I encourage everybody to do, is when you go vote, get your little voted sticker, take a selfie, and tag the church in it.
Why should they do that?
It's our responsibility to vote. You know, here we really are passionate about being lifelong learners. And one of the things that we can do is to do our research and to do the best thinking we can, preferably using the Wesleyan quadrilateral, which is using scripture, tradition, experience, and reason to inform your political opinion, and then go vote.
Yeah. Speaking of being informed, there are 18 ballot initiatives for those of us who live in the city of Dallas.
That's wild.
It's too many to change the city charter, which is basically the city constitution.
Yes.
So some of them are giving more pay to the city council members, possibly moving the city elections from May to November. We also have some technical changes that it's all very nuanced. And there are some ballot initiatives that came from citizens as well. 1 to reduce enforcement of marijuana use, and then 3 that are aiming at requiring more police
I've seen that.
That are requiring the city to hire more police, allowing citizens to sue the city, and tying the city manager's salary to a survey, a city-wide survey. Those are really controversial, so we'd really encourage people to do their research on those ballot initiatives. And if you want to learn more about the ballot initiatives, we hosted a talk about it with Bethany Erickson, who's one of the editors at D Magazine. And you can email me, and I will send you the video recording of that talk with Bethany.
Yeah.
It's really good. Very informative.
That's a lot that we need to know.
It's going to be at the end of your ballot, and you're going to be like, oh my God, I voted on so many judges already. I don't know what this is. So you really need to know what you're planning on doing.
We need to be prepared.
Yes. And you can't bring your phone in. You're not supposed to bring your phone in, so you need to write it down.
Yes.
What you're going to do.
Well, and also, did I hear that a lot of these only happen every 10 years?
Yes, they only do the citywide amendments every 10 years.
This is really important for us to do the research and go vote.
Okay, so do we have online content here?
I'm so glad you asked, Roy. We sure do. We have Studio 3A, which is a show hosted by Roy and I.
The greatest people ever.
Obviously. That premieres on Tuesdays. Actually, Roy and I chat live on YouTube on Tuesdays at 8 p.m.
I do it on my phone, so it's more like this.
Yeah, I chat on a computer. But we would love for you to watch it. You don't necessarily have to watch it every week, but what we're hoping for is that when you watch it, you think, oh, I know somebody who would benefit from this. Somebody who's maybe interested in the church but isn't going to church or is looking for a church home. We're really hoping that we could be a soft place to land, if you will. So we'd love for you not only to watch it, but to like comment, and share.
This season, we're talking a lot about diverse communities and learning from people and keeping our mind open to learn from people who are different from us. So
yeah, that is kind of the theme of this season. Then the other show that we have is Howdy Theologian. It's hosted by Reverend Mitchell Boone and Reverend Elizabeth Mosley. It's
not as cool as us. Almost as cool.
They're very intellectual there.
They're much smarter than us.
They're much smarter than us. And they're really taking Christianity language that we've used in the past and trying to reframe it and redefine it. So what are some of the topics they've talked about this season?
They've talked about Christian nationalism, which I thought was a really interesting episode. Politics, idolatry, worship, and sacrifice.
Yes. So those launch on, they don't really launch.
Wednesday mornings
yes,
is when they show
published
up in your feed. Yeah.
And that is a podcast, so you can get that anywhere you can access your podcast.
Yeah, audio as well.
Yeah. So Joe Stabile's preaching for us this morning. It's going to be a really wonderful morning of worship together. We really hope that you will continue to join us online. Drop us a comment to let us know that you're here. And we believe that God is doing big things at the corner of Ross and Harwood, and we want to make sure that you're a part of it.